On the evening of 30th March 2015, residents of Kiwatule in Kampala were treated to the shocking death of Senior Principal State Attorney Joan Kagezi. She was shot dead as she stopped at a roadside stand to buy fresh vegetables on the way to her home in Nigeria. Police swung into action to establish the motive behind the killing and perhaps bring the culprits to book. However, 3 years later, the fruits of such an endeavor are yet to be realized.
About 50 people were arrested and about 2 files generated. But when we looked through the evidence, we realized that these could not have been the people. So this was, I think, part of what made it hard, is that the investigators followed a track which was not the right one. And every time you follow a wrong track, that means you are missing the right one.
For a senior principal state attorney of Joan Kagezi's stature, why would the arrest of her killers take this long?
It seems the people who did this were well organized. They were not your ordinary criminals. That is what we are trying to get from this. In other words, they were able to plan it and also plan their escape and ensure that their tracks were covered. That's what we are suspecting.
The news of delayed prosecution and arrest of her killers comes at a time the Directorate of Public Prosecutions has organized a third memorial lecture in her honor. It is to be held under the theme, Combating International and Transnational Organized Crime, Lessons Learned and Best Practices. Alison Saunders, a British attorney and the Director of Public Prosecutions for England, will deliver the keynote speech. At the time of her death, Kagezi was the lead prosecutor in the trial of the 13 suspects over the 2010 terror attacks in Kampala. The suspects that masterminded the killing of over 70 people have been since convicted and sentenced. Henry Okrut, UBC.